in the beginning, going back to the core of the Taylor method, the four pillars of the Taylor method, the first being the approach. So let's focus there. So with the approach, how do you get in front of people? How do I get these appointments? And so, in this process, in going through number one, the approach, we're meeting people in a variety of manners, right? Whether it be, warm, right? So personal observation. You have, referrals, networking, whether you're buying leads. It really doesn't matter how the names are coming about. You're going to get some of the same objections or questions that exist. That's why, first and foremost, I tell you to come from a position of being adding value and adding and solving problems rather than selling products. So if you ask someone, hey, it's a pleasure to meet you. Tell me about your business. Tell me about your family. Tell me about your life. How can I help you? Rather than, hey, let me talk to you about buying insurance, or let me talk to you about rolling over your money. If you come from this position of how can I help you, what do you need, how can I help your business, you're going to see the tension, you're going to see the type of objections that would ordinarily come about diminish in general. But what you'll see in this instance is, the type of objections like, I'm all set, right? I'm all set. I don't know how many times I've heard that. I'm good, right? I would say 99% of the time I've heard the objection, I'm all set, and I actually start digging in and seeing what people actually have. It's a farce. 99% of the time, all set is a smokescreen. And not to be combative, but I literally will turn it right back on the prospect and say, you're all set, okay, great. What does that mean, you're all set? Right? And get them to explain, because here's my thing, right? Life insurance, disability insurance, long-term care, after-tax investments, retirement planning, estate planning, and tax planning. How many people have all of those things done? Come on. You guys are a bunch of financial advisors on the line. I'm going to ask you, how many of you have adequate life insurance, long-term care, disability insurance, after-tax investments, retirement accounts, estate and tax planning done, all in the last year and reviewed and all up to date? How many of you that do this for a living have it? I venture to say less than half of you, right? So you're going to tell me that you're a lay person who is a lawyer or a doctor or a realtor or a school teacher or some other small business owner has all these things? I don't think so, right? So I'm all set is a smokescreen, and when you really get down there and you start peeling back the layers, all set is a farce. Now, does that mean that they haven't done some planning, that they don't have some insurance or some investments or some estate plan done? Perhaps, right? But this is where the phrase, and there's two phrases that I want you to remember, commit to memory. I say this a lot in scheduling appointments in this initial objection phase that we're trying to overcome as it deals with the approach and getting in front of them initially, is number one, I simply want to give you the information to make educated decisions. Again, I simply want to give you the information to make educated decisions. The prospect who tells you, no, I don't want the information to make educated decisions. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for not wasting my time, right? I mean, how silly does that sound? No, I don't want the information to make educated decisions. So that's really not going to happen. The second thing that you can say in a super powerful phrase is, I will never undo any good work that you've done. I will never undo any good work that you've done. That's a super powerful phrase, and I go further. Look, if there are 10 things you need to do to be financially secure, and you've effectively done 7 of them, I won't change those 7 things. Moreover, I'm going to affirm those 7 things. Those 3 areas of vulnerability, however, I'm going to highlight them, and more importantly, I'm going to give you a means, a mechanism to solve those problems, shore up those areas of deficiency. Does that make sense to you?